everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome back. Oh my god, I feel like I haven't filmed anything in a long time, and I think it's actually because I haven't filmed anything in a long time. I did film a plan with me, but it just went really weird. I was gonna recommend a book, but the book actually turned out to be something that it wasn't, and so I could not post the video because I spent like 10 minutes talking about the book. And I was gonna record a voiceover, but you know, we're gonna excuse my robe. It's gonna make its appearance. I still have to figure out my filming setup at this new setup at my desk. I haven't had time to because I've been working on a lot of new products, the box, resting. I did enjoy Mother's Day and everything like that, but today's video, you're gonna see a couple of videos roll out from me this weekend because it's necessary. I haven't filmed in forever and I miss it. We're gonna talk about the new budget planners, the new budget planners, and I kind of want to set mine up. I'm going to tell you which one I'm going to choose in a second here, but I wanted to show both of them, and I will show like the differences between the two. Both of them come with stickers. These will launch on, I haven't fully decided the launch date. They're done. I just need to decide when I want to let them go. Also, the box is launching next week, so we've got a lot of stuff going on in the shop. So it's going to be an exciting week for PGL. But anywho, this is the strawberry budget planner, and the other one is peach. And both of them are so stinking cute. Excuse me. Let's be where we're supposed to be here on the front cover. I mean, my goodness. So this, oops, I was wondering what was taking so long. It was going into editing mode. This is the peach one. It's super cute, super pretty, slight differences. And then the other one's strawberry. I'm probably gonna use the strawberry one, which shocks me because when I made this and I chose the other pattern already, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna use the peach one. But now that the strawberry one is completed, I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to use the strawberry one and then I will use the peach one interchangeably. Like maybe I'll use both. You know what? I think I might use both. I think I will use one for work and one for home finances. So that works out. So I'm going to use both of them. Just decided. So anyways, with the peach one, you get this sticker kit here. And I'll make it a little bit bigger here so you can so you guys can kind of see it. So these are the stickers that come with it. Super cute, very simple, very pretty and bright. I went with this fruity, bright theme on purpose. Budgeting sometimes can feel a little boring and a little stressful, and so I wanted the kits and the planners themselves to feel more exciting, a little bit more bright, and just overall something that you would want to look forward to doing. Got some cute little word stickers that go with the budgeting thing, sinking funds, payday, some little labels and things for things that you want to do. You can write bills on here and it has a little square that you can check mark off, bill paid, weekly check-in, common budgeting themes, excuse me. And then we'll go back to the strawberry one so you can see the kit that goes with it. And then we'll go ahead and walk through the strawberry one and the peach one after. And then with the strawberry one, the sticker kit you get is this one. It's the same style, it's just with strawberries and of course the matching colors to go with, which is super cute. You can really look into it when you get yours. If you decide that this is something that you want to add it into your budgeting routine, then you totally can do that. So let's go ahead and start walking through the actual planners. So to open up your budget planner, you will just tap on the little snap bead and it'll take you to the main page. Now for my ladies, because I know I'm talking about rebranding the shop and all of that, I just want to say this really quickly. So with the rebrand, I know maybe some of you are wondering about the dashboard kits. How are they going to play into these new styles of planners? I have an idea, it is already formulated, but I am not dropping the new dashboards reformatted until the new planner comes out, so don't fret. I've already thought long and hard before I even made the decision to do these types of planners, what I would do for the dashboards. Based on feedback and just overall how much you guys enjoyed them, I knew whatever I decided to do for rebranding, that I needed to have a plan for the dashboards. So don't worry, I have a plan. So anyways, over here you have Planning a Godly Life budget planner, and then some verses are included that kind of help you with your mindset for budgeting. You can read through them, study them, and just have an idea of what God says about finances. There are plenty of other verses in the Bible about budgeting, but I wanted to include some in here. My plan is whatever I make, I will include verses that go along with that particular topic. That way you can kind of think about it, you know, have God in everything that you're doing and operate accordingly, excuse me. So now let's go ahead and let's go to the month view first. So this is the month view for your budgeting, and we're gonna zoom in because you can't probably see it. But anywho, so it's just a regular month view, and it says, what are my goals for this month? And you can kind of write them in here, this little square off to the side. And then any budget challenges that you plan to do for the month, you can label them here, whether it's no spend, whatever the case may be. And then you have your spending categories. So it's basically a color key. You'll just put the colors and the type of categories that you will have for your spending. And then all of your transactions, and this is where the color key comes in, your transactions will be here. You can highlight the whole transaction, or you can just color code it in the little square over here and type it. So say if I have like Target transactions or like electronics or whatever, if this was my business budget, which it's going to be, then I would just put it in here, and then I would write where I got it from, how much it costs, and which color category it goes to. And then here is where I would put my bills when they're due within that month. For PGL, I guess this will be my PGL planner. I would put my bills in here, or maybe I'll make this one my family planner. I think I'll make this one the family planner and the peach one. I'm over here trying to plan out my stuff. But anyways, yeah, so that's the month view for all of the months. And I did do the tabs where they flip. It's just a piece of something that I like. I like to see the tab move. That way I don't have to necessarily put the month on the monthly views. You can put whatever sticker. You don't have to worry about whiting it out, because you know whatever month you're in, it's gonna be that number. So if you started your months in January, then you know by the third month that you would be in March, right? Yeah, March. And so then your fourth month, if you tapped on the fourth tab, would be April. And so this would be January, February, March, and then, you know, you get the gist. Like, you've got your months over here, so you can kind of keep up with what's what. And so down here on the bottom, you'll see some arrows, and these are where you're going to put those special categories at the top. If you do a little bit more than just this, then you have some other things at the top, which we will look at in just a minute, and you'll need a place to put those. And so you have these cute little fun dividers. To get back to your month, you will just use the tabs. They're on every single page. So say if you're in that first month and you have a little special section here, say it's your transaction log, then to get back to that month, you'll just click the tab again. And so you have different colors. This is the first section, this is the second, the third, and then the fourth. Very colorful, very bright, very bold. I love it. It looks so pretty in person, y'all. I can't tell you how good this planner looks in person. It's ridiculous. So that's the month setup. Now we're gonna go over to the year. So for your year, I'm really feeling these calendars where they're just big enough for you to kind of put something in it. Not like just the numbers. I like the little squares, because then you can do a Monday or Sunday start. You can write in your date dots or put date dots. You can put color coding in here, and you have enough of the square to actually do something with it. And then over here you have a bill color key in case you want to use this to keep up with all of your bills throughout the year, and you can have it color coded, whether it's miscellaneous bills, home bills, whatever it is, you can have it labeled over there. And then for your full year, you're going to have your expenses labeled off here. So you have your living, rent, mortgage, lease, whatever it is you're doing, and the amount. And these are the months over here. So this is 12 categories. So you can put all 12 months here. You can put what that living expense is, whether it is rent, leasing, or whatever, and then the amount. Then you have your subscriptions over here for the full month. So you can total. This isn't for you to put individual subscriptions. This would be the total amount of all of your subscriptions put here. There is a section up here where you can have those specific things, but for your full year view, you want to see how much you're paying in subscriptions. This would be the total amount for that month. And then these two at the bottom are empty for you to label off whichever other 2 categories that you might have that might be special to you for the full year. So remember, you're totaling the amount. You're not trying to do like, oh, this one's for electricity, this one's for rent, this one's for Netflix. No, the total amount. So that's why it's under the year tab. Then you have your financial map, which I thought was pretty fun and unique. Normally you'll see something like this on your Excel sheets in Etsy. I did a lot of research, and a lot of the budgeting planners are Excel based because you can put in the number and it has the function already there and it'll do the math and give you like a total number, etc. I don't necessarily like that because everyone's month varies, and depending on what you're entering in, it may differ. Like, it's just a little too confusing too. So with the financial map, it says set financial goals based on your monthly trends. Sometimes seeing your spending habits on a line graph can be the best way to gain control over your spending habits. So here you have your total expenses for the month. So you would take your transactions and all of your bills and all your budget, and you would get your total expense. So for that month, you would put that amount. And then you have your months down here. So as you see the trend, you can see where your expenses were high, where they're average. If you want to make a median line of what your normal base expenses looks like, and have it go through the middle, and then just track your spending through the full year, you can see which months you went extremely over or extremely under, or you were maybe pushing the limits. Like, you can kind of have a visual idea of what your expenses look like. And then over here are 2 pie graphs. So the top one is, what would my ideal spending habits look like for a full month on a pie chart? So you'll do your color and your category, and how much in percentage would you prefer to spend in that category. So say if Etsy is one of your spending categories, what ideally would you like to spend percentage-wise of your income on Etsy? Would it be like 0.2%? Like, you know, what percentage would that be? And then at the end of the month, how much did you actually spend? You know, what was it looking like for you? Did you spend more than what your idea was? That way you can reset your budget or change up your budget depending on what it is that you actually need to be spending. Then you have the budget worksheet, which will allow you to fill in a lot of the information we just talked about. So it's a paycheck budget. You have your income, your budgeted amount, and your actual amount. You have your expenses, budget, actual, and total. You have your bills, budget, actual, and total. You have your debt, budget, actual, and total. And then you have your savings, budget, actual, and total. This is a very basic worksheet. And then you have your summary of total income, total bills, total expenses, total savings, and total debt. And you can use this, you can do your math down here. You can put receipt pictures or whatever, any special expenses or things you need to remember that you did differently that month, you can put here. That way you can go back and look at what you're dealing with. And then you have your weekly check-in. Some people like to check in weekly. I have never done it before, but I think this is something that I would want to implement for the home budget more than anything. So basically, based on all the information on your budgeted and your transaction log and all those color codings you did on your month, you can take this weekly check-in worksheet and you can check in on the category, whether it was groceries as a category or bills or clothes. Those would be the categories. How much you spent based on how much you budgeted. So if you had, say you had $100 set for clothing. So you would put clothing here in the category. Say you spent $50 of that $100. Then your remaining would be $50 for that week for clothes. And then for your notes, you can put, you know, maybe save the rest or put the rest in sinking funds or whatever the case may be. Like, you can keep up with your weekly check-ins here. And that's for each week. So this is 2 months worth of weekly check-ins. But what you can do, if you run out of room here, you can have room over here, which is why I went ahead and did it 2-sided instead of 1-sided, because I know sometimes maybe this won't be enough, especially if you have a larger family or you have more categories. Then you can just consider this to be 1 month instead of 2, depending on what you're tracking. Then you have your transactions here, and this is going to be very helpful to fill out a good majority of this actual budget planner, because what you'll have here is just your date, amount, category, and description. So you'll go to your bank app or whatever it is you're using for all of your stuff to come out, and you'll just log it here. And then you can use it, like I said, to fill out the other things. Now this last tab is kind of based on preference. Not everyone uses these things, which is why I went ahead and put them all in one category. it's the SDSC tab. So the first S stands for savings. So you have home savings, personal savings, and then 2 that are blank where you can decide what you're gonna put here. But it's just basically the month, your goal, and how much did you actually save for that month. Oops. I got out of reading mode there. But yeah, so that's how your savings tab will look. And you'll hit the arrow up here in the corner to get to the next one. So the D in the SDC is your debt tracker. So you can track all of your debt depending on if you have any. So this would be credit cards, if you owe people money, whatever the case may be. And it's just basically the date, the beginning balance, plus or minus, so whether you gained more debt or if you subtract it, meaning you paid some more debts, what would the ending balance be for you in that particular thing. Then when you hit the arrow up here, you get to the other S of the SDSC, which is sinking funds. I personally don't use sinking funds, but I would like to use them, especially for things like insurance, those bigger yearly bills, to kind of just have money being put into that. That would be nice. So it's basically the category, plus or minus, and ending. And then the last one is cash envelopes. Now, I actually do use cash envelopes. My husband gets cash tips, and we tend to put them into the cash envelope upstairs. And we have them categorized, but it would be nice to have a log of how much is in each envelope. So this would represent envelopes. So you have categories. So say one of the envelopes is Christmas. Then you can put the date, plus or minus, and ending all the way through, and your total amount in that particular envelope. So you can keep a running idea digitally of what you have cash wise in your cash envelope. So for people who do cash envelopes, it is in here. It's just going to be this last tab, and then you'll hit the arrow to go back to the very first one, which is the savings. And that is the totality of this entire a budget planner. And to close it, you'll just hit the satchel off to the side on all of the pages. So that is the strawberry one. And we're going to go look at the peach one really quick so you can see the details of that one. And then I'm going to end this video because I realize this is actually a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. And we'll just set mine up in a separate video, which is perfectly fine. I owe you guys quite a few videos at this point. It's ridiculous. So with the peach one, it's the same setup. You're just getting a different style. So when you hit, you get your month, it's the same, but your colors are different, obviously. So this will be up to your taste. I know, like I said, they're colorful and they're bright, but I did that on purpose. Budgeting can be kind of boring. So I wanted to give you something that would feel exciting and just lift your spirits while you're going through your finances and things like that. That's the only thing that's different really, is the color scheme of these. The front cover and these bad boys here are different. When you're looking at the, the second page in here of this, the tapes are different and stuff like that, but essentially it is the same planner. So with all of that being said, I will be launching these. Let me pick a date now. Let me look on my calendar to decide, because I really do need to just go ahead and put a date. I think I'm gonna launch these ideally because I don't want it to run into when I do the video for. Okay, so I'll launch these on, I can do it tomorrow. I'll launch these tomorrow. That way they'll already be in Etsy. And then, of course, on the 24th, be on the lookout for the reveal of June's box. It is gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you are new. Hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. Look, y'all, it's been a minute. I'm a little awkward. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.